Mars Incorporated, makers of America's most enjoyable candy bars, present Curtain Time! Of Snickers welcome you to Curtain Time. June, the month of rare days, is here, but in spite of the beautiful weather, the theater lobby is packed tonight. And here in time for the first act is the well-known man about town, your host, Patrick Allen.
Good evening.
Well, Mr. Allen, what's tonight's theatrical fare?
A light and frothy romance, John. But there's the overture, so we'd better hurry inside the theater for tonight's production of Curtain Time.
Tickets, please. Thank you, sir. Seventh row center. Seat 7 and 8.
Thank you. Well, we've just time enough to glance at the programs before the lights are lowered. Harry Elders and Nanette Sargent are starred tonight in Grasshopper, Jockey. Mr. Elders plays the part of Dave Morrison, and Miss Sargent is cast as Lorna Benson.
Curtain time!
Well, there's the call for the first act of Grasshopper, Jockey. The scene is the cockpit of an aeroplane of extremely modern construction. It's about to take off from a private airfield in San Diego. At the controls is Dave Morrison, ace test pilot, who listens to a voice through his headphones.
Look, Dave.
Pete?
Yeah, I just want to break in long enough to tell
Come on, get off the line, sweetheart. I'm waiting for the takeoff signal.
You'll get it okay. I just want to tell
You mean you came all the way down here just to wave bye-bye to me?
Listen, Dave, be serious, will you? How does it look?
Looks great.
That's swell. Now, we simply got to take that cross-country record away from Federal Airlines.
So they tell me.
Davey boy, you get that plane into New York City just 1 second under their time, and Universal Airways will love you forever.
How much will they love me?
Cut the comedy, Dave. You know what I mean?
I sure do, and I'm also thinking that little matter of a 3-week vacation.
Anything you say, Dave. Just get to LaGuardia Field with that speed record hanging from your prop.
It's a deal, sweetheart. For you, I'll do it.
Great.
For you, Universal Airways, and a 3-week vacation. So set your stopwatch, baby. We're off.
Gentlemen, come on in. I always like to meet the press. Here, have some cigars. No, go ahead. Take 2.
Thanks. Thanks, Mr. Grayson. You must figure this is a red-letter day,
Why, it's one of the greatest days in the history of flying. You all got pictures of the takeoff, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, sure.
That's great. That's great.
Mr. Grayson, this plane, of course, we could see that it's jet-propelled.
Yes, sir. A turbojet is combined with a high-powered engine of the conventional type.
Mm-hmm.
Now, together, they develop enough horsepower to create a maximum speed of,
How fast?
Well, now, I'm not at liberty to reveal the plane's maximum speed, but we're convinced that Dave Morrison, our ace test pilot, will crack the record Federal Airlines hung up last week.
Isn't Morrison the gent Federal tried to steal away from you, Mr. Grayson?
Oh, that's nothing but a rumor. Why, you just saw him take off yourself in our
I
plane.
heard they waved a pretty fat check under his nose.
They did, huh?
That's the story.
Well, Universal will top any salary they offer him.
Can we quote you on that?
Oh, no, but, this is ridiculous. Dave Morrison is the Universal Airways man. He knows that we keep our employees happy. Yes, sir, we're just one big happy family. And wherever Dave Morrison is right now, he's happy. You can quote me on that.
Oh, now what the devil? XP-86 calling San Diego. Come in, San Diego. Turbojet conked out. I'm losing altitude fast. Can you hear me, San Diego? Oh, nuts. Why don't they answer? It's calling San Diego. I just spotted a small clearing. I say I just spot... Oh, never mind. I'm going downstairs.
Dad, look. That ship.
Why, jeepers, Lorna, it's in trouble.
He looks as though he's going to land here.
Boy, look at him go. Hey, he's going to overshoot the field.
He's trying to stall her so he'll lose some speed.
Well, if he doesn't, why, there'll be nothing left but a memory when he tries to come in.
Oh, but wait, Dad.
At the speed he's going, Lorna, he'll end up in the next county.
But he'll make it. The way he's landing that plane,
Oh, well, maybe so, but
he's going to make a crash landing, Dad.
He made it. He made it. He sat her down pretty heavy, though.
Dad, the landing threw him clear of the plane.
Well, then, come on.
Oh, he must be pretty shaken up.
Yeah.
See if you can help him, Dad.
Oh, sure thing.
I'll go look at the plane.
Where am I?
Take it easy, son.
Gee, I must have blacked out.
Well, you're still in one piece. Now, here, let me...
Ouch.
Oh, sorry, fella, sorry. Oh, but you just seem to have a good bump on the head, that's all.
Oh, sure. I remember now. San Diego wouldn't answer. I saw a clearing.
Young man, I'll have you understand this is the Clearview Township Airport.
Airport? Gee, from 5,000 feet up, it looked like a postage stamp.
Well, it's an airport. My daughter Lorna and I built it ourselves. That's Lorna over there by your plane. And...
Oh, my gosh.
Hey, what's the matter? Come back here.
The plane. I've got to see if the plane's all right.
But look, you... Oh, all right.
Hey, get out of that plane.
What?
I said beat it.
But I was only...
Look, sister, this is no place for curiosity seekers.
Why,
I know. You were just looking for a souvenir. Come on, get out of there.
Okay, Mr. Wise Guy, but...
Here, I'll help you.
No, thanks. It just so happens that your fuel line was leaking, and I was closing the shutoff valve.
The fuel line? Well, gee,
We're pretty particular about fires breaking out on our landing strip.
Well, I guess you didn't do very much damage to the plane at that.
No, but this girl
Well,
here...
what's the matter, Lorna? You look mad.
Nothing's the matter, Dad. Old hotshot Charlie here was just giving me a piece of his mind, and he can't spare it.
Look, I tried to tell you I'm sorry. You want me to put it in writing?
Don't be silly, little man. You can't write.
Why, Lorna. Why, that's no way to talk.
I guess it's my fault, Mr.
Benson. Benson's the name, Tom Benson.
Oh, glad to meet you, Mr. Benson. I'm Dave Morrison, test pilot for Universal Airways.
Well, you're a lucky fellow, Mr. Morrison. When you zoomed in here, I thought we'd be picking you up in a shovel.
I'll say we did.
This is my daughter, Lorna.
Yes, we've met. I was just trying to thank her for the way she saved the ship with her quick thinking.
You're welcome.
Oh. Well, I better get out the tractor and tow your plane into the hangar.
That's right, Dad. Haul it off the runway. You see, Mr. Morrison, we have planes here at Clearview that can really fly. I'd hate my plane.
Hey, do you fly?
Of course.
Where's your plane?
Over there. The ramp in front of the hangar.
You don't mean that... that little grasshopper?
Grasshopper? No, look, Mr. Hotshot.
Morrison's the name.
That grasshopper, as you call it, will fly, which is more than can be said for this oversized jet-propelled bathtub you just set down here so gracefully.
Oh, come on, operator. Get this call through.
Well, Mr. Morrison, your ship's in the hangar.
Oh, swell. I hope you don't mind my using a phone. I'm reversing the charges.
Oh, anything at all, Mr. Morrison.
Thanks. But how about calling me Dave?
Okay, Dave it is.
I'm phoning the boss to let him know what happened.
Uh-huh.
For the love of Mike, operate. Is that you, Pete?
Dave! Don't tell me you're in New York already.
Pete,
brother, you really churned up that old age.
Well, if you'll just
Holy cow, you're only in the air for about...
Pete, I'm not in New York.
You're not? Well, then where are you calling from?
A little place called Clearview.
I never heard of it. What's wrong?
A turbojet conked out on me.
Oh, fine. Here I shot off my face to all the newspapers. I even passed out 2 boxes of my best cigars, and you...
Take it easy, sweetheart. I know what's wrong with that jet fuel system now.
That's a lot of help.
Look, Pete, we can rework it, and in a couple of days I'll try again.
Well, maybe, but you stick tight. I'll have a mechanic down there first thing tomorrow.
Roger. And you've practically got that record in your pocket right now. Oh, hello.
Well, if it isn't the old hotshot in person. Need any help getting that crate of yours in the air?
Oh, thanks. Company's flying a mechanic down tomorrow morning.
Well, in that case, I'd better get back to work.
Hey, what's the matter with me?
Well,
I apologized for being so rude, didn't I? And your father, well, he's been kind enough to say I can stay here tonight.
I won't hold that against Dad. He's a nice guy.
But, look, under the circumstances, can't we be friends?
I pick my friends, Mr. Morrison. I'm funny that way.
You mean that
I mean I didn't like the way you made fun of my plane.
Oh, but that...
I know it's small, but it has its advantages. And it means just as much to me as that overgrown Buck Rogers model means to you.
Okay, so that's what's eating it, hmm?
Among other things, yes.
Well, now let's have the rest.
Okay, you asked for it. First, I don't like your high and mighty air. You're the kind of man who thinks a woman's place is in the kitchen. You turn green with envy when you see a woman pilot because you think that flying's only for men.
All right. Now, you listen to me. I'll admit I like to see a pretty girl completely feminine for a change. I've seen so darn many girls in slacks and coveralls. The sight of a skirt and a floppy hat gives me goose pimples.
I suppose you just love this tan hand.
Well, they're cleaner than the hands you're waving under my nose.
Why,
Hold on. Well, what's that on the end of your nose?
Never mind the end of my nose.
Oh, I see. It's axle grease. Cute nose, though.
Oh, honestly.
The curtain falls on the first act of tonight's Curtain Time play, starring Harry Elders and Nanette Sargent. And now, John Weigel.
These are the days that school children often spend thinking of summer vacation. For all of us enjoy thinking about those things which give us pleasure. And one little treat that has long meant truly delightful enjoyment to candy lovers of all ages is the taste treat of a Snickers candy bar. In every bite of a Snickers bar, you taste the rare flavor combination of the thick milk chocolate coating, a golden layer of the smoothest creamy caramel, packed with whole roasted peanuts, and a luscious soft nougat center, richly flavored with fresh peanut butter and real malted milk. All together, the milk chocolate, creamy caramel, crisp peanuts, and soft nougat make every bite of a Snickers bar a real taste thrill, right down to the last delightful flavor that lingers in your mouth. When you want a special taste delight, have a Snickers.
There's the call for the second act of Grasshopper, Jockey, brought to you by the makers of Snickers. When Dave Morrison, ace test pilot, made a forced landing at the Clearview County Airport, Lorna Benson took an immediate dislike to him. But he has to stay over until a mechanic arrives to repair his plane. It's now shortly after lunch the next day. Dave and Lorna are in the kitchen.
Really, Mr. Morrison, you needn't bother to help with the dishes.
Oh, but Miss Benson, I insist.
But this isn't the kind of thing for a great big he-man like you. Dishwashing is a woman's job. Remember?
Well, I wish somebody had told my sergeant that when I was an air cadet.
Then you've had experience?
Lady, you've never seen anything so masculine as the KP details I've been associated with.
Dear me, how impressive.
So hand me that towel.
Okay, but be careful. These dishes are part of Grandma Benson's best set.
Don't worry about a thing.
I'm
want to
sorry.
tell you that...
What were you going to say?
Just that your cooking was just like the kind I used to get at home. Frankly, I was...
Surprised? Mm-hmm. You shouldn't have been. I learned to cook and sew long before I learned to fly.
And you're right at home in either kitchen or hangar.
I am.
I like you this way best.
Oh?
Mm-hmm. Powder, nail polish, the dress that only you could wear.
Oh, well, now...
Lorna, I'm just beginning to realize how lovely you are. The dirt and the grease, they hid the real beauty of your hands. And that mechanic's cap covered that taffy-colored hair.
And I belong in the kitchen.
No, not exactly in the kitchen.
But I like to fly. You should understand that.
All I understand is that for some unaccountable reason, instead of wanting to be like other women, you're content to be a...
Don't say it.
You're content to be a grasshopper jockey, flitting around like a...
Oh, good heavens, you've broken Grandma's sugar bowl.
Oh, gee, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to...
Honestly, you men.
Oh, but Lorna,
You're all alike. That's why it's so easy to hate every one of you.
Look, Lorna, don't run away. I'm going back to San Diego in a couple of hours. Well, I guess I'm just going back to San Diego, period.
Well, enough nothing in the paper about it, Lorna.
About what, Dad?
Oh, I figured Dave would be making that cross-country hop today.
Oh.
He's been gone 2 days now, and maybe I can get some news on the radio.
Dad, I wish you wouldn't.
Huh?
Oh, never mind.
Here's another late bulletin, ladies and gentlemen.
Maybe this is it.
A new transcontinental speed record was established
Is that
today.
it?
Dave Morrison, a test pilot, landed at LaGuardia Field at 4:53 this afternoon after crossing the country in exactly...
That's enough of that.
But, Lorna, I wanted to hear what his time was.
I'm sorry, Dad, but...
Well, it seems to me you'd want to hear, too. After all we know, Dave, we've seen that big ship of his.
So honestly, Dave Morrison, big plane.
Huh? Hey, what's got into you? I know you and Dave didn't see eye to eye as far as planes are concerned, but I thought you liked him a little.
I like that conceited, egotistical... Dad, on top of everything, he deliberately smashed Grandma Benson's best sugar bowl.
But, Lorna, for 2 days I've been trying to tell you what he told me about
Dad,
that.
I'm not the least bit interested in anything concerning Mr. Dave Morrison.
Look, operator, on that call to New York, you said you got through.
Hello? Pete, is that you?
Dave, my boy, how are you?
Great. Well, sweetheart, you got your record.
Yes, sir, and
Look,
don't...
baby, I'm ready to start that vacation.
Dave, did you know that Federal Airways just clipped 20 seconds off the Los Angeles to Honolulu record?
Oh, that's all?
Well, Dave, what's happened to that old spirit of competition? Don't you want to do something about it?
I sure do.
Attaboy.
3 weeks from today.
Oh, now, wait a minute,
You
Dave.
promised me a vacation, and I'm hopping the first plane out of here.
Oh, but Dave!
I've got to deliver something important at a little town called Clearview.
Clearview?
Right.
I never heard of it. Well, okay, I guess you've earned yourself a vacation.
Now you're talking.
But, Dave, why hang around there waiting for a regular passenger flight? I tell you what, why don't you drop by our New York office, and I'll arrange to have Ben Archer fly you wherever it is you're going, huh?
Well, that's all right.
Sure, you'll have the whole plane to yourself.
Thanks a lot, Pete. I didn't know it was in you.
Think nothing of it, fella.
Well, I'll see you in 3 weeks. So long.
So long, Dave. Have a good time. See me in 3 weeks, huh? My friend, you'll see me tomorrow. Miss Newton, get me our New York office and make it snappy.
Well, Dave, how's it feel to be a passenger instead of a pilot?
Feels great, Ben. For the next 3 weeks, I'm not even going to climb a flight of stairs.
Really being grounded, huh?
Ah, you said it. But, Ben, do you know anything about light planes?
Not a thing, Dave. Those little putt-putts aren't for me. Why?
Oh, nothing. Only, well, I've been thinking about them lately. There must be something to them.
You think so?
A lot of people are flying them, Ben. Especially women.
Ah, women. Which are you interested in, Dave? The planes or the dames?
Well,
Say, I've been meaning to ask you about that package you've been holding on to for dear life ever since we took off.
Oh, that?
Yeah. Does it have any connection with your sudden interest in grasshoppers?
Well, Ben, this package is a long story. But, aren't we getting pretty close?
Are you kidding? We've got at least another hour yet.
Yeah, but we've passed Las Vegas.
Uh-huh.
Why don't you drop down for a look, Ben? The Clearview Airport's pretty small.
Sorry, Dave. San Diego's our first stop.
San Diego? Oh, but Pete promised me...
Those are Pete's orders. I'm to have you in his office tonight.
Oh, but that's kidnapping.
Sorry, old man, but it seems Pete wants you to make like a bird for Honolulu.
Oh, why, that dirty, low-down double-cross.
Dave, what are you doing? Come back here.
See you again sometime, Ben. This is where I get off.
Don't jump, you crazy fool.
Thanks for the shoot, Ben. I'll return it the next time I see you. See you in 3 weeks, sweetheart. So long.
Before we bring you the third act of tonight's curtain time play, starring Harry Elders and Nana Sargent, here is John Weigero.
As the days grow warmer, all of us will enjoy stopping in the middle of the afternoon for a few moments of rest and relaxation. And one way that you can always turn a few spare moments into a truly delightful occasion is with the taste treat of a Snickers candy bar. You begin to enjoy a Snickers bar the moment the crisp wrapper first crackles open in your hand, and you see that thick, fine milk chocolate coating. Then, with your first bite, your teeth sink through the thick milk chocolate coating, the golden layer of smooth, creamy caramel, packed with crisp, freshly roasted peanuts, and the soft nougat center abundantly flavored with fresh peanut butter and real malted milk. All melt together in each enjoyable mouthful to give you that rare taste blend you will find only in a Snickers bar. When you want a special taste delight, have a Snickers.
Well, there's the call for the third act of Grasshopper Jockey, brought to you by the makers of Snickers. A misunderstanding existed between Dave Morrison and Lorna Benson when Dave returned to San Diego before his record-breaking cross-country hop. And although he was promised a vacation, Dave's boss, Pete Grayson, tried to Shanghai him and get him back to San Diego. But Dave parachuted out of the plane when he thought it was over Clearview, Lorna's hometown. Well, it's now the next day. Ben Archer and Pete Grayson are in the latter's office.
I don't like it, Ben. 10 hours and not a trace of him. You sure he jumped?
He hit the silk like a born paratrooper.
He had time to reach your phone by now.
Oh, that's true.
Nuts, it's all my fault. I shouldn't have tried to Shanghai him like that.
Yeah, he felt the same way. He was pretty sore.
Oh, look, Ben, I just wanted for him to make that one flight before his vacation.
Uh-huh.
Now, all I want is to hear he's okay. If anything's happened to that boy, I'll... Oh, you don't think he's hurt, do you, Ben?
Well, it was pretty rugged terrain where he unloaded. Of course.
I've got it. Hello.
Is this Mr. Peter Grayson?
Yeah, talking.
Oh, well, Mr. Grayson, I'm just calling to find out whether you've had any news about your missing pilot.
Dave Morrison?
Yes.
Well, say, who is this, anyway?
Why, I'm Lorna Benson.
Benson?
Yes, of Clearview Airport.
Never heard of it. Hey, did you say Clearview?
Pete, that's the place Dave said he was going.
Look, Miss Benson, if Dave Morrison's double-crossing me and hiding out there, I'll...
But he's not. I heard he was missing.
Oh, fine. We know that. Now, if you could just tell us where he is.
But I know where he is.
What?
I think I know where he is.
Oh, now you think you know.
Mr. Grayson, I belong to the Civil Air Patrol. There's a forest about 50 miles northeast of here, and there's more than a chance that he's in it somewhere.
Well, then what are you waiting for?
I've got to have some information from you
What
first.
is it? What is it?
Well, our entire squadron is going to scout the area.
Yes.
And we have to know the exact position of the plane when he jumped. We need it for our base point for the search.
Well, why didn't you say so? Here, Ben, talk to the lady.
Okay.
And lady, for the love of Mike, please find him. Nope, I guess I can't make it any farther. Oh, darn leg. If I only hadn't... Oh, what's the use of talking about it? If those planes had only spotted me last night, I might have... Bet Pete's really blown his top by now. What am I laughing at? Morrison, the old hotshot, thought he could jump out of a speeding plane and parachute right into the lady's backyard. Oh, darn that leg. If I could only... Hey, that's... Here I am! Can't you see the parachute spread out in the clearing? Oh, nuts. Even if they saw me, they couldn't land in a space about the size of a dime. Oh, gee, I'm tired. Here I am in a spot where even one of those little grasshoppers couldn't get in. Too small. Too small. Fell asleep. Holy smokes, a plane in it. Oh, the crazy fool. He's trying to land. He'll never set that baby down without... Watch those trees! That's it! Side flipper! Well, I'll be... The son of a gun made it. Hey, here I am over here.
Where are you, Dave?
Why, that's... Lorna, I'm here. Lorna, what the dickens ever made you take such a chance, you crazy, adorable little fool?
Well, darling, I just had to. I kept thinking of you lying out here somewhere, dying, maybe.
Oh, but I'm not.
Oh, no, you're all right. A dozen planes are combing the state for you, and And here you are.
With you and a bum leg.
Oh, you poor thing.
Give me your hand, darling. Help me get up so that...
Oh, now, easy now, Dee. Ooh.
There, I made it.
Now, lean on me, dear. If you can make it to the plane, we can get you to a doctor right away. And
Wait.
what's the matter?
That package there on the ground.
What? Oh, this?
Yes. I got it this far.
You mean you had it when you bailed out?
Uh-huh. But I'm all set now.
Oh, all right, now go as lightly as you can on your bad leg.
I am.
Oh, Dave, darling, when I realized I might never see you again, I knew how foolish I'd been.
I've been thinking, too.
Honestly, quarreling about things that don't make a speck of difference.
Laura, I know now, lying here alone in the woods, not knowing whether anyone could ever find me. Darling, everything you said about me is true.
Oh, no, Dave.
I was pig-headed, always right, too busy trying to have my own way to know I was in love with you.
Oh, I was the same way. I would admit I loved you.
But things will be different now. If I can never climb into the plane...
Now, here, I'll help you.
If I can just...
Now, hold on tight with your hands and
I made it.
Well, I'll twist the prop.
Okay.
Switch off.
Switch off.
Switch on.
Switch on.
I'm going to catch you to the edge of the clearing and then swing her around.
Okay. Sorry, I can't help you in.
Well, I'll make it. Oh, there. Dave, what do you think?
I think everything will be all right.
Well, I think I'm going to be scared.
There's no time to be scared. Your best bet is to rev her up full throttle and then release the brakes.
Okay.
By the time we cross the clearing, we should have enough flying speed to put her into a steep climb when we reach the edge of the woods. Roger?
Roger.
Remember, darling, this little grasshopper can do it. And I love you. Well, we made it.
Yes. But did you notice I had my eyes closed when I pulled back on the stick?
How could I? Mine were closed, too. But, darling,
What is it, dear?
I guess I can give this to you now.
Why, it's Grandma Benson's sugar bowl. It's all in one piece again.
I had it mended in New York.
Oh, that's sweet.
That's why I bailed out. Pete had orders to take me to San Diego. But I had to get the sugar bowl to you.
Well, was that the, only reason?
Well, I also wanted to see whether things between us could be fixed up. You think they can?
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised. Of course, it will take about 3 weeks.
Hello, Pete.
Hey!
Look, Pete, the doc says my knee will be okay in no time. I'll be set for that Honolulu jump in about...
I know, in 3 weeks.
That's it, Pete. But hey, is that a two-place job I'll be flying?
Yeah, I was figuring on Ben making the hop with you.
Well, don't bother. I've got my own co-pilot.
What?
Somebody a darn sight prettier than Ben.
Say, who are you talking about?
Why, my wife. Right, darling?
Roger.
The curtain falls on the last act of Grasshopper Jockey. Another curtain time play brought to you by the makers of Snickers. Tonight, Curtain Time starred Harry Elders as Dave Morrison and Nana Sargent as Lorna Benson. The supporting players were Myron Wallace, Sidney Elstrom, and George Caesar. The script was by Robert Lucas. The Curtain Time music is arranged and conducted by Bert Faber, and the entire production is directed by Harry Holcomb. And now, our stars with a word about next week's show.
Well, Pat, next Saturday, Nanette and I engage in a battle royal.
We certainly do. I'm a very successful playwright, and Harry is a... critic.
Well, that sounds great. But what's this play called?
It's Reluctant Bride, Pat.
And we're sure you'll like it.
So am I. Thanks and good night, Nana Sargent and Harry Elders.
Good night, Pat.
Good night.
Now I'll join this gay theater crowd as it leaves the Merchandise Mart. Many on their way to the glamorous after theater spot here in Chicago. Until next week, then, this is Patrick Allen reminding you of your date every Saturday, same time, same station, when the makers of Snickers present...
Time!
Each week, Mars Incorporated brings you two great shows over NBC. On Monday night, be sure to hear Dr. IQ, the mental banker. And next Saturday, be with us again for Curtain Time. Remember, when you want a special taste delight, have a Snickers. This is NBC, the National Broadcasting Company.